Hello. So a new update on the V12 project. So I got some things done. A lot of is not showing it really, so it's a small update, but I ordered a lot of parts. So I got the air filters. I got them installed, as you see. Apache air filters. Also got new intake pipes, all of them. They are quite a little bit on an angle, 45 degrees, so a little bit downwards. So the intake pipes, the headlight will come like this. So it blow cold air onto the filter. I first wanted to build an air box around it. I'm not going to do that anymore because it's just too much work and I don't have that much space in here, so I'm not going to do that. So I also changed the idea of the cooling tank because there's just no room and I don't want to mess up the inner fender well. So I got the water wash tank installed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use an overflow system. I think that's the best idea. So I ordered a stainless steel mounting for an overflow cap and a cap, of course, with about the same pressure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a pipe. The connection is going to be here, so it's the highest point of the engine. So air can bleed out perfectly. So the pipe will route like this to the normal routing because there is normally a pipe in here that routes to the radiator. You cannot see that because the radiator is out, but it's this connection. So normally this connection on the radiator will go to the tank. That will normally go to this on the bottom of the tank. So that will flow over. So in the start I calculated that the overpressure in the system in between 20 degrees and 100 degrees, it will expand 4.2%, so 18.5 liters of water is in this system, so it will flow about 780 cc's of water. So this tank, the water wash wiper tank, is a liter, so it should handle that amount of water, but in the first place I'm going to test it with the bigger tank for the original window wiper tank. So if that is around the number that I'm calculated, because also expanding in the hose and that sort of stuff, so I think it will be enough, then this tank will stay like the original window wiper wash tank, and this tank will be the overflow tank. So that is what I think it will be. So that's the easiest way to leave the stuff most original, and I think that's the best because I don't have to cut into the original wheel well. So that's it. So I got a lot of the engine has been out and in again to install the steering box. So because I have had to do some modifications on it because it's just very tight. So now you can see the installation of the transmission cooler and the oil cooler. So the lines are just in a normal original position. Normally the radiator is in between here, of course. So yeah. So let's show you underneath the car. I'm going to put the bridge a little bit up. Oh yeah, I also bought this a few weeks ago. This is for the most people familiar engine, I think. And 104991. It's a 3.2 liter out of an SL 320. I could get a pretty good deal on the engine, so I thought I bought it. And it's for sale, but if I don't sell it, it will be a very nice project, I think. So if somebody else is looking for an engine that has done 111k, no wiring loom, no throttle body, but and the emission pump is missing, but the rest is on there. Also no, also starter motor, that sort of stuff. So yeah, maybe I'm going to use it for a next project, maybe a turbo project, because they are pretty strong. And this is an October 1993 engine. So what it does mean is that from January 1994, those engines came not with piston cooling anymore. So this is the strongest setup you can get, and it's the best setup you could get for a turbo project. So with some small modifications to the engine, small modification. You have to change the rods, then you can get easy up to 800-900 horsepower with this engine. So that's very nice for a future project. So just got it. If somebody is interested, it's for sale. You can ask me for the price. Send me a mail. So let's go back to the V12 project. I also got the front stabilizer bar in place, the bottom one. So, as you can see, a little bit more LED light. So this bar is from a W124 6-cylinder, so it's going around the engine. So this is an original one, so it's not. I searched for a bigger one, but they are really expensive, or they don't make them anymore. So in the rear, I want to use an Evo 2 one, but they don't build them, or they don't sell them anymore. And the biggest one you can get is from an E500 or such, that sort of stuff. And it's just, yeah, how much will it be an advantage to use them? I think it will be very low because I have stiffer springs and that sort of stuff. Yeah, I just want to reduce a little bit more body roll, so I installed this one. I think it will do enough. So this one is installed. I have to cut off about 3.5 centimeters. It's a little bit longer, so I have to put new bushings in it. I don't know sure if I'm using rubber or polyurethane, but I'm going to look into that, if that's going to be used or just original rubber. But I think polyurethane will be used. So what I also got done is I installed the steering box underneath the car again. So it had to be lifted on the left side a little bit to get it perfectly horizontal, so there's space enough now. What I also got is I ordered a lot of parts, brake parts and wheel bearings, that sort of stuff. Also throttle cable. So this is the original steering linkage that's going from the steering box connected to the wheel hub. So I needed a shorter one, so I ordered this one. It's now the bushing is inside, but this is a connection from a Hyundai Sonata that has the same connection on the side of the steering box, but it's about 7 centimeters shorter. So that's what I needed, because the bushing in between is now 19 millimeters. It's got M14 thread in it, so now it can be connected like this. So it's connected in here, and now I got enough adjustment thread, because now I got 45 millimeters thread on each side that can be adjusted, and the original thread of the tie rod is only 28 millimeters, and I thought it was a little bit short. Yeah, it's M14, so they say you have to be at least 40 millimeters inside of the thread to get maximum strength. I just want to be a little bit more. So this bushing is made from a guy I know is a very good guy to make this kind of stuff. He also modified my axles and that sort of stuff, so he did a very nice job. It's 12.9 steel, so very good. So that is what I'm going to do next time also. I have to connect the steering linkage to the wheel hub. So there will be a little bit of connection in between here. There will be welded a pipe in with a connection through from here and a little pipe. I saw this modification from a guy in Litauen. He built an 190 V8 with a turbo. He did a very nice job, so that's a very nice idea. Just going to use it. It's just I cannot do anything better. So what I also done in the back, I repaired all the bad spots in the back of the car, and it's all been coated with it's a kind of coating that's called Noxide. I will show you the can. I think it's for people who want to repair your underbody. I think it's a perfect stuff. A colleague of mine came with it. It's like a rubber coating. It can be put over just over steel. That you don't you have to use a primer. It's going to be a little bit of a rubber, kind of component over it, and it's completely air and watertight. So you cannot get any rust underneath it. So that's just a very good product, and it's not expensive. This is 1 kilo, so it's about, I think it's 800 milliliters or something. It costs 20 euros, so it's very cheap for what it's doing. So I got it complete. Up till here it's done, till where the transmission is in. Also in here, everything is coated. So there are a lot of spots that are very good in this car, like the normal body coating is still pretty good on the normal floor pan. but there was some spots that were pretty bad, like this. This I have to do still. But my original jack-up point, yeah, you cannot see that, but inside is completely in one piece, so it's only the outside that's showing. So it was really bad repaired, so I already got all the rust of it. So I'm going to place a complete new piece in here. Going to have a look if I can keep the original jack-up point for the normal jack-ups in the car, but this is all solid. This is all good, so it's only the side here. The other side is the same problem. And so that's even worse, I think. But yeah, if you have a car here in Europe, a lot of people will know there's problems with these particular cars. This one is also solid. You can see in here the complete frame is still in here, so it's no problem that it will fall down or anything else. It's just very good inside. Only the outside showing is pretty bad. Also on the front I have to do something. Look at this, is all been coated, so it's all done. What I also have ordered is parts for the exhaust. So the front pipe of the manifold is 44 millimeters. So it's coming down with on each side with two pipes of 44 millimeters. It will then go into a one pipe of 50.8. That's, I think that's 2 inch. I think that's outside diameter. That's the original pipe diameter I got from the old exhaust. Then I will go over to from 2 to 1, and that's 225 inside, I think. So this is outside. This is 60 millimeters. That's 236 inches, I think. So and then it will go to an X pipe damper. I ordered dampers. This I also used it on my car before. This one, the Beetle that I modified. I also had magnaflow, and it's just I think it's a good quality for the price you get, and I hope the sound is not too loud to get through the registration. So this is an X pipe damper. I don't know if you can see it. I don't think you can see it, but it's like this. There's a cross in it. Oh, sorry for it. There's a cross in it, so it's open in here. So that's for lower RPM. I thought that for lower RPMs the torque delivery is better for in the engine. So then it will go with two separate pipes to the back. So underneath the car, the plan is to get two separate pipes underneath the rear axle. Then the damper that I ordered could only get it with 1 in and 2 out. So this is a 3-inch in and 225 inch out. So what I'm going to do is will be going to from 225 to 3-inch in, and then it will go out 225 2 times to the back. So and the plan is after I got the registration and sort of stuff, I'm maybe going to install 2 valves so I can bypass this muffler completely. So this is a straight through damper X pipe, and here are plates in between. So I have to get some sound insulation, so to get it not too loud, because I have to do some sound measurements. I thought it was 3000 RPMs. At 3000 RPMs you can get 90 decibels or something. So it's also not that loud because it's very flat, but yeah, if you got two, that's also why I choose this damper, to get all the exhaust flows in one pipe, to get the sound a little bit lower. So and afterwards I can get 2 separate exhaust flows outside, and just for fun. We will see. So this is 304 stainless steel. So the 3-inch pipe is not here. Also, there's a guy who's going to cut me some, how do you call that? Lobster band welds. I'm going to use the same as I did on my intake manifold. So I don't have any bends. They will also all be with some, there are small pieces cut out, laser cut. I'm going to weld them. So that's it for the update. So there was a lot of parts ordering. I also got my subframe in the coating, so it has to dry, and then it can be put underneath the car. After that, I'm also going to change, after I did the modification on the front wheel hub, on this one, I'm also going to put those pieces into coating, also all the pieces of the rear suspension. Then the rear suspension can be put underneath, and that's completely done. So for the next time, what I'm going to do is do the last modifications to the front wheel hub. What I also need to do is there has to be a cutout in my front arm, otherwise my steering knuckle cannot be put over it. If you can see, it's just hit it, so I'm going to have to make a modification to it underneath here. So that also needs to be done. If that is done, then I can get everything in a new coating, also get all the body repairs done, and then the last things are water lines and throttle cables and that sort of stuff. And that's it for the modifications. So then it's only coating, paint, and the electrical parts and the interior. So it starts to get there. I'm getting there. So this year will be a very good year, I think, for this project. So I hope you liked it. If you're not already subscribed to the page or to this project, have a look in the right corner. There's my logo. And click on it. You can go to my main page. I also did a lot of reviews for Mercedes, Audis, and that's all kind of stuff. All cars that I really like. So have a look there. Also have a look to my playlist. If you've got any questions about my project build or modification or other stuff, don't hesitate to ask. So thanks for watching and see you next time. And also I want to mention my website is online, JMSpeedshop.com. Have a look there. Also my project videos are all on there. So JMSpeedshop.com. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.